Welcome back, everybody. The number of small businesses operating here in Texas exceeds 3.5 million. That is according to data released just last year by the U.S. Small Business Administration. That also found that 5% of those entrepreneurs are veterans. And there are some resources that exist here in the state to help support those former service members in opening their new businesses. So we'd like to talk more about that with our two guests today. Greg Shigemasa is a business consultant with the Texas Veterans Commission's Veteran Entrepreneur Program. He also served in both the Air Force and the Army. And we have Eric Martaindale sitting next to him. He is an Army veteran who founded and owns Rally Point Restoration. So welcome to you both. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so Eric, I wanted to start with you and hear a little bit more about your business. Talk to us about what you provide and how that all got started.
That's a Rally Point Restoration. We do water damage, emergency and non-emergency for homeowners. Whenever their house floods, a lot of homeowners have no idea where to turn and how to handle it. They call a plumber, typically, and the plumber takes care of that, but then it's like all the damage left behind. What do we do now? And that's where we come in. We do the containment, demo, dry it, and then treat it afterwards.
All right, some good services there for sure. We'll note that the state has a veteran entrepreneur program, and I want to talk to you, Greg, in just a moment a little bit more about that. But Eric, I understand that also kind of helped you get your business off the ground. So can you talk about that experience and what that support meant?
Yeah, when I first decided I was going to do this, I reached out to the Texas Veterans Commission. I actually found out that I talked to Greg years ago, and going through it, they have so many resources, whether it's putting you in contact with like the SBA for SBA loans, business plan. I talked to a lady and helped walk through my business plan of how I wanted to approach it and where I wanted to go afterwards.
That's amazing, and how appropriate that you would be here today after you all connected on the phone some years ago too. But Greg, how does this program under the Texas Veterans Commission, will note, connect with those former service members, and why is that important?
I think it's important. If we look at the population of American population, about 6% of the adult Americans make up military veterans. What we do at the Veteran Entrepreneur Program is we offer one-on-one business consulting from business ideation through business exit, which includes everything in between as well.
Wow. Do you know how many veterans you've been able to connect with and help through that?
Oh God, thousands, thousands. We average around 20 to 30 new veterans per day.
Wow.
Asking for assistance.
That's truly amazing, and especially to have that team there in place. We'll also know there's a process where a business can become a certified veteran-owned business through the Veterans Commission. How does that work exactly, and why would you say it's helpful to officially get that designation?
I think it's helpful because if you're a veteran looking to start a new business in the state of Texas, we have what's called the Veteran Verification Letter. This letter will allow the veteran to form their business and waive the formation fee. The second benefit that goes along with that is the business will be exempted from their Texas franchise tax for 5 years, which is really helpful.
Yeah, and for somebody out there who's saying, well, I served the country and I would like to start a business and I want to find out more about this, what would you tell them to do next?
Yeah, connect with us at the Texas Veterans Commission. The easiest way to do that is to get online, go to www.tvc.texas.gov.
Pretty easy with that.
Pretty easy.
Well, Eric, I want to leave you the last word. So, you know, with this designation that a lot of businesses can get about being a veteran-owned business here in the state, do you have customers coming to you and saying, because you are a veteran, I really wanted to go with you and have your business?
Oh, it happens quite often. Meet people every day, and whether it's themselves, their spouse, their mother, their father, whatever it is, served, they like the idea of working with a veteran-owned business.
Well, very nice. We wish you much success with everything going forward. And Greg and Eric, thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.